I like the monitor. That's hot. Hey, everybody. It's Damon Johnson with DJ Realty Solutions. Welcome to another jam-packed, exciting episode of Wine Wednesday. We are coming to you live from Office Evolution in Troy, Michigan. Shameless plug. Listen, I'm here for all the branding and sponsorships I can get my hands on. So we're trying out um, some new spaces and taking Wine Wednesday on the road because this I will say it's spring summer. I don't know what this is. I think this is fall spring. Y'all, I have had my air on, the heat. I don't know. DTE consumers light me up. They just like, yeah, come on, because I can't sleep hot. So I at the heat on when I got in the shower last night. Then I cut it down. I woke up freezing. I don't know what to do. It's just you have the electric blanket on and then the window cracked. Y'all, I don't know. I know I can't sleep hot. So here we are. But I think I cut my heat off today. I don't know. It's just the wackiest weather. We had snow Monday and rain yesterday. It's all over the place. So when the sun finally does show up, I am not going to complain about it being hot. I don't care. Y'all know I don't like being hot. But this year, I promise, y'all hold me to it. I'm not going to complain about it being hot. I don't have any wine because we've been working all damn day. I just got my monster here because we've been working. We've had a couple of strategy sessions. We'll do a podcast with Tim Sandridge to be out in a few days. I have to work on my own stuff. And yeah, we just been working. So there's no way I could have had nothing to drink today. I'm gonna change this to Water Wednesday. Well, Wine Wednesday, I know it's just a topic anyway. So it's just the title of my podcast. So I just can't let me restart my computer here, give it a refresh. Zhuzh, and cut that volume off. There we go. I have a new board over here, y'all. So y'all get ready. This is the only button I have memorized, so we'll see how this goes. Hey, I got that one memorized. And the sad one, I think. That's a sign to make sure you go to another realtor or somebody else do your social media. Because listen, we're not even gonna start that. We're not gonna start that part. I'm gonna tag in a couple people here who always say, Damon, remind me when you come on. So that's what I'm doing now. I only have so many brain cells left to remember all this stuff. So if you need me to remind you, let me know. I will do the best that I can. But a couple people are like, Damon, please send it out so I'll have it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be there. If you don't jump in, it's gonna be a problem. Okay, your name isn't popping up. So I gotta keep typing there. Somebody else. Oh, Carl, I know will pop on, but maybe not. Oh, I gotta add y'all. You know what? Wake up, Damon. Oh, Chuck told me to add him too. Okay. And I'll add Carl. What? All right, let's get it popping. So the first order of business, besides the wacky weather, is 1% down. United Wholesale Mortgage has rolled out a 1% down program. I know I did a post about it last week when it first came out. I'm gonna do another post probably tomorrow. I didn't want to overwhelm people because I know when it first came out, every realtor in town was doing it, and it's okay because it is a fabulous program. But I'm going to go ahead and go to United Wholesale's page and just read a couple little tidbits of why it will help you. Um, it really is giving you 1% down on your down payment. You only put 1% down, and United Wholesale Mortgage puts an additional 2% down up to $4,000. So you really don't have to bring a lot of money to buy a home. So in that total, it gives you a 3% total down payment. I don't know anywhere else that's doing that. I don't know. Some people may jump on and say, "Well, this is this and that's that." I'm just trying to give you what the people are telling me. It works. I know it works because I worked at United the first time it rolled out, and this time I'm partnered with United Wholesale Mortgage, so I know it works. So if you are thinking about buying a home and strapped for cash, like most of us are find ourselves being, but we still need to move. Now is the time. You can always message me privately. Doesn't have to be on here at 248-818-8538. If you're thinking about moving, landlord getting on your nerves, the people, your neighbors are just, oh, we're not gonna talk about the neighbors, Jesus. But shout out to the noisy neighbors. I think I'm the noisy neighbor in my neighborhood. Oh my God. I don't know how that happened. But when I get home, they all sleep. So I don't know. I try not to cause much of a ruckus. But anywho, 1% down is great because nobody has all that money to put down. No, nobody does it. In a time where people still think that you need 5% and 10% and all this other stuff, you can use your other money to close with. That seems to be the problem. There are a ton of programs, but they don't help you with the closing. So when you use 1% down, you can use the other 2% that you were going to have to put down anyway. Use that money to close with. Use it on your appraisal, use it for your inspection, use it for your moving costs. Because I've always try to tell people you need money saved in order to move. Moving trucks are expensive. Gas is almost damn near $4. I put $30, $40 in my truck the other day, and I thought my truck had gotten stolen because it was almost on E. I said, where have I been? But then I was like, oh, I was running errands and just doing normal stuff. Gas gone. I had to put some gas in my truck the other day. So money and savings are a thing. So anywhere that you can save some money and not have to pay it back, great. Because with the 1% down program, you don't have to pay that money back. Please, 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 on the love of Mary and all them lambs, before you accept any money from any lender, ask point blank, is it a silent second mortgage or do I have to pay this money back? Because sometimes people will try to say, oh, it's a grant program, it's a this, it's a that. Ask point blank, do I have to pay this money back? How long do I have to be in the house before I resell it or move? And is there a silent second mortgage on the house? Because sometimes with Michigan, they don't tell you it's a silent second where you have two mortgages and you thought you had one, and here comes this other payment, and we all know how that works out. Not so good. So you want to ask really deliberate, point blank questions when anytime you're dealing with anything that's over $100. I always say if I got some more than $100, I need to ask some questions about how do I get out of this? Or is it easy to get out of? Or what if something happens? Because we lose jobs, companies are laying off, you're switching jobs, downsizing, upsizing. You want to know what's going to happen, and you always want to have a payment that's affordable right now. A lot of times people move based on, oh, I'm gonna get a raise next year. What? Oh, they're making my wife the head of the department. Are you sure? Because sometimes they'll give you a title with no more money. Where my button at? They call those in corporate America what a lateral move. You be like, I'm doing more damn work. I got doing my work with a longer title. What in the world are you kidding me? So you have to be careful. You don't want to ever buy a house based on future earnings, unless you're like a doctor where they give you like with a hospital gives you like this is going to be your contract. Now that's totally different. But just hey, I'm going to be the head juice monster at Monster next year. They're going to give me a raise. Do not base your house payment based on, even though if you get pre-approved for more than what you think you need, you don't have to take the highest pre-approval amount. That just gives you some cushion so that, sometimes you get in the house and you think it's one way, but you really want hardwood floors, or you really want granite, or you really want this. Sometimes it gives you a little cushion as a negotiating tactic so you can get the house, but you for sure don't have to spend all the money that's on your pre-approval. And who was that? I can't remember. I've been in so much stuff. Yes, if you don't spend the money on the pre-approval, you do not get that at closing. We have had that ass. I was like, Lord, I wish we could. If your pre-approval is $250,000 and you find the house at 230, you do not get the $20,000 to walk away with. It is not Wheel of Fortune. It just doesn't. You only get what the house is worth after appraisal. That's what the goal is, to pay what it appraises for. And that other money, you don't want to take out, because that's what you end up with. This just doesn't happen, y'all. It's not like it's a personal loan. It's a loan for your house. There's not extra ten to $20,000 laying around. So whoever is telling y'all that, please walk away from them. Do not believe that. That is total false information. But no, 1% down is a great program. Please take advantage of it while it's here. They haven't told us when it's going to expire as of yet, but you know, all good things must come to an end. So it's here now. So let's take advantage of it now. Even if you may think about moving, there's nothing wrong with, you know, running the numbers, seeing where you fall at, and what you're qualified for, is we can move ahead and get you into a new house. Uh, where are we at? Podcast. Now listen, Lindas. I have podcast space open as of now. I have a couple spaces on Wednesday. If you want another day, I need to know, because I have a couple of big clients coming up, and I know I'm gonna have to wiggle around their schedule a little bit because they are large prepaid clients. So you have to go with who's booking you right now. But that does not mean you cannot have nice new space. That doesn't mean won't do your podcast. I just always think that a podcast is a great way to get content. It checks off so many boxes. It checks off you being in front of your audience weekly or bi-weekly or monthly, however you want to do it. It gives you content for us to work with. Let's say you say you shot a podcast that's 45 minutes and you went through like 15 questions. Guess what? Those are 15 babies you can have. If you say, hey, can you make me a couple short videos out of this one? Great, we sure can. Put a little ring zing on it. There you go. That's the purpose of having long form content, is so that you can chop them up and have them as you need them. You don't have to use everything that you have. That's what happens sometimes when people run through their content and then they don't have any more. I'm like, you didn't use it right. You didn't hire me. I could tell you how to stretch. One good podcast can last you 2 weeks on content. In addition to your podcast, you can have 2 weeks worth. I know that I can make 2 weeks worth of content off of one podcast. I know that I can. And don't let Trip get involved. Good gracious. You can have so much content off of a podcast, but you have to do it. Don't be nervous. I will help you come up with questions, topics, the vibe of your show, the title of your show, the layout thumbnail for your show. Why is sister calling me? She just looked at the time like, oh crap, it's 6 o'clock. Q, I'm doing the show. I don't call you doing Fox 2. I have before that. I forgot you was on one day. I was like, oops, our girl clicked. Yeah, I can help you with the theme, the vibe of your show. Get you and I can get you on some podcasts too. Let's say your podcast, you're doing a podcast about being on other podcasts. I had that idea coming the other day. I said, what about do a podcast with somebody about being a guest on other podcasts? Genius. I got a notebook full of ideas. I can't use them all of myself, so I got to use them some way. So why not let Damon Inc. help you with your podcast? It's great to have a podcast now because during the winter when everybody's home, you already will have a built-in audience and they'll be looking for your show. It's happened a number of times when I went into meetings, classes, talks. People already have seen your show. They just haven't commented on it. Or they say, oh, I like your podcast. Or why don't you do a drink on Wine Wednesday? Or hey, can I be on? It is a great icebreaker. It's a great way to deliver information. It also, I've had people ask for examples of my work, and it's a great way to be like, click, boop, bam, you send it to them. That way, I don't have to scramble and say, hey, Troy, I need a video or my highlight. We just go back through and pull some stuff out, and there you have it. So a podcast, to me, like Gary says, is a great way of having content. Those who have it will go, the cream rises to the top, and those who don't, let me help you. Let's get you mic'd up. Let's get your topics going. Let's get it going. You always want to be top of mind with your clients, podcast, best way to do that. I don't know what else I can say about being on the podcast. It just has been. And let me tell y'all, I didn't want to do mine first either. Hold on, I'm taking a sip of this monster. I did not want to do my podcast at first. I was like, what? Do a who? I have done Wine Wednesday sick. I have done it short. I have done it out of town. I have done it late. I haven't had to pre-record any yet. Knock on wood. Now, watch I do. Now that I said it, knock on wood, I better pre-record one just in case, because you know who Steven Spielberg Jr. will be busy. I don't know what, but sometimes I don't want to do it. But once that camera comes on and the mic gets there, I'm all for it, because this is something that I want to do. So you just gotta just knuckle down and bear it out and do it. Now you may want to just try it out. We can do you. We'll try you once. Just say, hey, they want to try it out 1 week. That's fine too. So just let us know. 248-818-8538. Give me a text or a call. Not right now. But give me a call or text the 7. Say, hey, I want to try it out. Well, get you booked and get you going. It's very, very easy, real simple. No worries at all. Where am I at? VCon. Now listen, Lindas. You know, I always report good and bad. I did not get picked to speak at VCon. But you know what? Delayed, not denied. I said, well, shit. I'm gonna use this as fuel to my fire. If you think Trip was there, if you think I put on the show in the audience last year, baby, wait till what the Joker like, wait till they get a load of me. You're gonna wish you would have had me talking. If I see a microphone or a camera, I'm going to be on it. I am going to be on. When I say on fire, I'm going to be a media WHORE. If I see anybody doing anything, camera or video related, I am hopping. Could I interview you? Yes, I'm getting right on it. Who are you? Yes, I'm going to be everywhere at all times. So that way, when it comes up again, they'll be asking me. I won't have to ask them or get in a contest. And no harm, no foul. I know it's a lot of famous people who are going to be on. I get it. It's a politics thing. And things like that used to upset me, but I've already talked to Gary, and Gary's already going to be on Wine Wednesday. So I have done things with them that other people haven't done. So I look at it as leveling the playing field, because I've already hit my bucket list with Gary. I only got one more thing to do with Gary as my bucket list. But other than that, I've kind of hit everything that I wanted to do and accomplish. So it's okay. I'm still going. We're gonna have a ball. And what VCon is, for those who may not know, it is NFT, social media, business, e-commerce, entertainment, like festival. I call it the Nerd Fest, Nerd Lollapalooza, all wrapped up in one. But a lot of the cool kids were there last time, so here we are. And the speakers who are there this time, I'm gonna post the list. I always post the list. I did it last year. I'll post the list. It's so many people that I want to see who are going to be there speaking that really deal with real estate and social media. So I'm really like, oh God, I hope they're not speaking at the same time. But there's so many people that I want to see. And my goal this year, I said I could do a Saturday night, is to go out. Because last year, Grandpa Damon was in the bed. Because there was a lot of walking and talking and shaking hands and kissing babies. And, I was here for it. When we left every day, it was like this. Lord Jesus, what? Put some food on the plate and get me to the bed. I was exhausted. So the goal this year is to go out at least once. That's my goal. I'm going to go out for sure at least once. But they showed us a lot of new things. It's like motivational. It's like every motivational speaker that you could think of is going to be there. Every NFT artist is going to be there. Influencers, Gary V, all the whole VaynerMedia team, the V Friends team, the Vayner Nation. That's me and all the people who live, die for Vayner, are going to be there. Anybody who deals with social media, NFTs, influencers, speakers, branding is going to be at VCon. It's in Indianapolis this year. And I didn't know. I did my research. I have a friend that works at the Lucas Oil Stadium. She works for the Pacers. She was like, Damon, we have so much stuff all the time. They picked the right spot. And what's so fantastic, y'all got an Airbnb because Trip wanted an Airbnb. It's okay. But the fabulous hotel we were going to stay in at, it was a suite, like a 2 junior suites connected together. All their hotels are connected to the stadium. Genius. I thought, if this is not the smartest thing, unless you're attacked by aliens, I guess, but the smartest thing in the world. So you don't have to go out, because they get snow like we do. You don't have to go outside. You take the trolley right into the stadium. I said, oh, fantastic. But our Airbnb is right by the stadium, so it's not far. Because when you have big stuff like that, you don't want to drive. We Ubered while we were there last time. We didn't, because my broker Derek went with us, so we kind of just only drove from the state parking lot, restaurant, hotel. They were like, and we took the, what is that called, a monorail trip? What is that thing we took last year? Train, monorail, train. Yeah, we took the train right there. And y'all, other cities are modernized, not like here. You could jump on the train and be anywhere. It took us right from our nice hotel right to the stadium. So, and the only reason we didn't take it back is because Derek had drove. So there was that. But we didn't bother our car the whole week until we left. Yeah, we only got in that car once there, once to leave. So there's that. And this one is close, only 4 hours away. So I'll try to catch a nap, but I always say I'm gonna sleep, but I never sleep. But yeah, I'm super excited. It's 3 days, lots of fun, lots of information, lots of inspiration. We have plenty of pictures and videos to share with you guys when we get back. But super duper excited. Because last year when I went, did I have Damon Inc. yet? Not really, no. I didn't have Damon Inc. I didn't have Damon Inc. or M1 Mortgage Lender. Isn't that funny? Look at God. We need a hallelujah. Hallelujah. I didn't have either. I only had one company then. I'm coming back with 2, with those. So I got 3. Look, you just never know. When I say you just never know, you just never know. So yeah, this time I'm going with different hats on. Damon Inc. is kind of my umbrella for my other companies, but yeah, it just has been a thing. Sometimes when I sign my name as president and stuff, I don't take it for granted. I actually read all my contracts and read all my stuff, and if it's something that involves Trip or Derek or any of my other business partners, I get their input on it. But they be looking at me like, this is your decision. It's weird because I'm usually not a decision maker. I usually can make a decision, but I overthink. I know that I overthink. It's like I know that I need something. I need to go to a store and I'm like two racks, like rack A, rack B. I like Meyer. Oh my God, like stuff like that. I overthink on. Like I need to just get in and out. But when you're in charge of a company or companies, I've had to make split-second decisions and go with my gut. I go with my gut a lot with Damon Inc. I go with my gut about how is this going to play out in the long run, short term, how much is it going to cost? Is it worth the investment? Because anybody would tell you with their own business, we get bombarded with stuff all the time. Buy this subscription. Let me help you. Do you need an assistant? Does Trip need an assistant? Blah, 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 blah. I be sitting there like this. Baby, I'm still figuring some stuff out on my own. Like, yeah. It's like you have to buy stuff. Like I had to buy new business cards. I had to buy mailers. Some decisions you can't just make and you can't just spend. But having Damon Inc. has been like nothing I've ever had before because it's all mine. I have to make all the decisions on it as of now. Can't wait to branch out and be like, remember I only had one office, now I got two. Like I got a van with this Damon Ink on the side with a satellite on the top. Like, look at God, they're going to shoot something in Lansing or they're going to a shoot in Toledo. Look at this. Because that's the ultimate goal is just to branch out a little bit to, have my hub base and have people that will go out for the Damon Ink brand and um just be a multimedia company. That's what the goal is. Anything under the multimedia umbrella will be under Damon Inc. So thank you all for the support, the shares, the likes, the texts, the calls. Really, really thank you so much. It just has been totally awesome. It's been a great thing. Now, see, gotta put my other hat back on for listings. Now, listen here. If you have a house, I'm talking a lot to landlords and my investment property holders, and you are tired of harassing people for rent, let's sell it. Cash is king right now. If nothing better than having a bank account full of cash or put it in your mattress. I don't care what you do with it. When I sold that house in Ferndale, it sold in one day for asking price. I thought we were going to be haggling around with price. We were not. It was no inspection and cash. Tripp gave me those pictures. We took them on a Wednesday. I think he gave me the pictures Wednesday evening. I listed it Thursday. The home was sold Friday. I went into work to the office Friday and something said I was going to post it on Facebook. That's what it was. Tripp gave me the pictures. I was like, okay, let me see what I want to say on them. Here we are. Something said, I was going to order lunch. Something said, Damon, check your email before you post this on Facebook. And I was like, no, you get distracted. I know me. I said, dang, I need to post this, but let me just check my emails right quick. So I checked the emails. I looked, I said, all cash offer. Look at God. So yeah, it sold. They said no inspection. I had to tell my client, listen, they ain't talking about no inspection. Let's get this puppy gone. Like, let's go. And I said all that to say that you don't have to wait. In this market, whatever you are trying to sell, it is going to sell. Now, I'm not saying send me any dog houses that you got. I'm saying any house, where your tenant is giving you the runaround and not paying the rent and not keeping the yard up, and you tired of paying the yard service and the snow service, and you tired of putting on the new roof, and you tired of paying the taxes on it, sell it. Let me sell it. If you let me sell it, you could be sold in days, not weeks, my friend, days. It's Wednesday. You send me a trip up to the house, get the pictures and the marketing done. I can have your house sold by Monday. Guarantee. I can almost guarantee that it'll be days. I have so many showings. That's what it was. I had a lot of showings. That first day, as soon as I put up, I had a ton of showings. I had to open up the showings, but I didn't have any offers. I was like, oh God, how long is this going to take? I said, maybe a week or two. Listen, I got to that office and I saw that cash offer. I said, let's go. Say less. It was on and popping, and we got to close, easy peasy. And that was that. So anybody who has any houses that you've been sitting on and your family put you in charge of it, and you like, oh, I am sick of this, let me know. Give me a call. I'm at 248-818-8538. The lines are open for me to get your house sold in days. Get money in your wired to your account or check, however you want it, in days, not months. You can go to Florida and really relax on your vacation. Come back in the fall and then work. It could be your Florida money, your Dubai money, wherever you want to go this summer. You can trip and climbing up Rocket Mountains, praying for your life, whatever that's what you want to do. You have a pocket full of money and do that with, because we know how this economy is. It's up, it's down, but cash is always king. So if you're thinking about selling your house, let me know. And the same with the seller of the house, the people that buy your house. Okay, so let's say I got a seller who's selling their house. Here comes the 1% down program for you to buy the house. So it's a win-win for me, and it's definitely a win-win for you. Guaranteed buy, guaranteed sell. There you go. Closing and done. I can represent both ends. Now that's something that people don't know. You can represent buyer and the seller. You can. I can have my broker, step in. Shout out to Rinka, step in and make sure that everything is above board, dotting all I's, crossing all T's. I've had to represent buyer and seller before. It is a little bit more work, but I knew both of them. And you just do your job. You do your job. You don't play favorites. You do your job and you get it done because you want everybody to be satisfied. You want to get the best deal for your client who's buying, and you want to get the most money for your client who's selling. Um, so you really want a fair price, and you want to make sure that it closes. Nothing worse than doing a deal where it's going sideways and it's not closing or it's problems. So you have to do your job and do it fairly and be on top of it. That way, you close and everybody's happy. Oh, I'm getting y'all out of here early. What time is it? It's only 6:30. Look at God. I'm trying to think that I hit everything. 1% Down is active podcast. Make sure you call me. VCon is coming up. I'm gonna post y'all Trip. Let me tell you about Trip did this VCon video for me. Uh he did two. Oh, I'm sorry, he did two. One I remember. That second one I don't even remember. Don't remember that one at all. But that when something is happening and people always will say, "Oh, I'm not busy enough to have a videographer with me," or "Damon, baby, let me tell you," and I tell him this all the time. If he would not have been there, I would have. Nobody's holding your phone for you. Shit, we got time to talk about that. Let me tell you what. The first time I met Gary, I didn't have anybody. I had to shout out uh to the people who sent me footage of me meeting Gary really for the long, not the first, but the second time, when I was in New York. Well, the first time in New York when I met him, they gave me the footage. The people, the Vayner Nation who were there, but I did not have a person. When I tell you, I was like, and I didn't have much. I said, if God is my witness, this will never happen to me again. Having, like Gary says, you just document, don't create. I mean, he does create my stuff too, but it's okay. But if he was not there, who I'm gonna ask? Hey, Sip, hold this camera for me. People have shit to do. You have to pay to play. If I did not have him there to record that, I, this would have been lost. It'd been lost to memory. One be, oh, baby, your uncle was friends with Gary Vee. They'd be like, no, you wasn't. I'm like, yes, I really am. I really was. You have to document. A lot of times we get approached and they'll say, Damon, I don't have the concept. I know, because we got to make it. We got to start documenting your journey. My journey, thank God, has been documented. If I would not have had Trip there with me at VCon, because he's the person that's not you sees other stuff. I'm looking at one thing, he looking at something else, and you don't see what they see. And those are the things that you need. It was moments with all of Vayner, with Liz, Gary's sister. Hell, even me, Trip and Derek. We got pictures. Now, like, who took that picture? Like, I don't even know sometimes where pictures came from. I was like, I don't remember taking this. It was me, Trip and Derek on the field, in that field. Who took that picture? I have no clue. But thank God we got Trip there, because I'm like, I don't know who took this. But yeah, you have to document the stuff. And yes, it takes a little bit of planning, but you have to have it. That's what separates, and I'm humble brag, that's what separates me from other realtors and other content creators. I'm actually documenting my journey as I go along. I don't have to be the most popular or anything like that. Oh Lord, he playing a video, y'all. Let's see it. Let's see it. Ooh. Oh, y'all, he fired. Oh, there we go. Ah, so good. Like, I only have bits and pieces of blurbs of remembering this stuff, but now that I see, I'm like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. See you there at VCon. Like, can't when I say can't wait, can't wait. I got a question about an old VCon video. This other guy knew somebody who was in the back who was with oh God, I can't remember right now. Somebody knew somebody who knew somebody else. They was like, how do you know them? They was like, I know Damon. How do you know Damon? It was so crazy. It was like, oh, the world is so small. But when you see yourself on video, you're like, I'm glad I had it. If I wouldn't have had it, it just wouldn't have happened. So yeah, I'm all when I have something major coming on, like UWM Live, Trip will be with me. If something major, I'm gonna have my person. You just have to because it's the business that I'm in. Um, and it's a selling point. It sells itself. When people see you, they know you're serious. They're like, girl, you got a camera crew. Like, because people were like, went to the auto show, people were like, who are you? I'm DJ Realty Solutions. Who are you? Nice to meet you. But yeah, I just knew that's what I wanted. So here we are. So VCon, well, UW Live is next week. I can't believe it's been a year. I cannot believe it's been a year. Like bananas. That's crazy. And then VCon is shortly after. So yeah, May is kind of booked, but there's still room for podcast clients, social media clients, real estate clients, mortgage clients. There's room for everybody. I work while I was at VCon. I did answer the phone for one of my clients, but when I'm with Gary, I will not be answering the phone. Look, I can tell you that. I can tell you that with 100% honesty. I will answer my phone on Christmas. When I am with Gary Vaynerchuk and the Gary V team, I will not be answering my phone. Here's Derek's number. The, get him, Trey. The more you know. That is the one time I don't even look. Don't even call me because you might be blocking I might be going live with Gary. Don't even call me. I'm gonna have the dates on there. Do not disturb. Go. Also, I almost want to take a burner phone with me. Like, don't call me. I love it. But thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, I don't know about next Wednesday show because I'm gonna be United. I think it's the yeah. I get my haircut, then I'm at United. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go to the 19th because I'm in one mortgage lender. Lord. We'll see how this works out. I haven't told my feet I'm going to all this stuff, so we'll see how this works. But if I'm not here, I'll do a short one with my little phone. We'll see how that works. But yeah, we'll work it out. No worries. I think that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, here's hoping that your open house will close soon. Bye, everybody. I need the Price is Right music. Dun, 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 dun. Don't forget to get your cat spayed and neutered. Mama, what is neutered?